Hello, my name is Diego Cruz and my partner is Clever Carrera. Welcome to the World Summary video about the Sanchez Amateur book. Read by Mark in the 1980s. The writer uses his own the happy memories and his handtaught in the write in the adventure on the Tom Sawyer, where the tales about the boy named Tom was lived with his end polyactor boy owner to the world and the very restless child but his on the first story and the to punish him. To return home, the lion the police questioned him because he had suspected that he did not attend to the school. Tom had his in the short off and his sleeves, so his the clothes removed and the tie on the went to go swimming without permission. However, he in the brother area that the swimming hole in the tongue sleeve had another color on the legs. Was not in the same in the panic in tongue. They sent him in the pie in the fences on the house. Tom very often went to the pie in the fences. He saw his in the Fred when Roger was approaching pertenencing and enjoy pine in the fence, which caused him the phrase to ask him to the let him pine in the fence later money on the his free also. Pine tends to the descent. At school to meet and the good named danger and the just teacher were in the dusk in the bus to the get attention because he was traveling in the lot within the hearts. On the night who was in the hall in the cemetery within the dead cats on the asked him the where in the what. Goyandi replied that he's the ghost on the cemetery within the cat in the front of the grave of the bad person. The service to the remote in the wash, they went together to the cemetery absent the mood. The Indians, Joel and the Dr. Robinson were digging in the hut and the argument in the Indians by penetration the danger. To the doctor killing him the started seeing the body feel about move that was lying in the floor in the Indian Joel, fighting the living in the nothing in the moon had and the two blind.
Most was arrested, however the children were the only witness but were full of fear. In court most was to be sentenced, however Tom was filling with courage and confessed to the truth, causing the Indian Joel to three. The next day to the field and lowly Islam, which his friend to become pirates leave their families worried the boy after several days missing their family, so they decided to return home. The whole town was happy for the return. After was happened, Tom decided to the go and the head towards which the friends how approached and abandoning house they look the travelers hovering they meet and grab on the people. Among them was the Indian Joel, whom had stolen money and the world they found at the time. The criminals went to hide the money is wary as the supplicant someone else watching the dead place. The children decided to follow them to the field on the hiding place on the treasure. The next day there was a meeting with the Trocher family, which most on the villa went and the visits some buried the case where Tom and the Vic were Tony the Walker owned the four group, which caused them to head loves their drivers. However, the manager lived in exhausted and Android. After several days, they confessed to the friend held and in the cab they found in the Indian drawer. What assuming the money was the tree they decided to the one insured on the trouser after turning the cave from the trouser. They came on very happy to Mr. Happier's. They are told in the fortune they found thoughts how they were in house very super and it was the first time and the sum alone money tonnage. Mr. Treacher took over Tom money water came to the ring after a military. Mr. Happy took on Hulk to be a man of good. They passed Hulk escaped from the house because the missing has freedom to win Lucky the confused Hulk to return to the house because he needs the study on the future cool and the gun on criminals who are prepared.